Happy New Year, everybody, and welcome back to my show. Hope everyone had a great New Year's, and to start off, we have yet another giveaway announcement. This time, I'll be giving away 5 of these Larry Elder Show mugs. And who doesn't want to have a Larry Elder Show mug? So make sure you go to winlarry.com now, enter the giveaway. I'll be announcing the winners this month, January 20th, live on the Larry Elder Show on Epic TV. So be sure not to miss it. Again, that's winlarry.com. Got that? Capiche? And of course, thank you to everyone who signed up for the last giveaway. We love engaging you guys, so please let me know in the comments what you want to see next. Now, let's get into today's show, shall we? My next guest writes, quote, "All I know is we unvaccinated parents of vaccinated adult children are living in perpetual hell simply because we love, and regardless of whether we have done everything correctly in keeping our kids safe up till age 18, just as there is no righting the physiological wrong our adult children impose upon themselves in taking this vaccine, there is no cure for the mental anguish it imposes upon us, their unvaccinated parents, when they do." End of quote. Please welcome Laura J. Wellington. She's the founder of ThreadMB, author, award-winning children's television creator, TEDx speaker, and the founder of ZNEX, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, app, a new friendship relationship app that connects users according to vaccine preferences and walking. Please welcome Laura Wellington. Laura, thank you very much for coming on. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having.
Let me get the right name of that app. How do you pronounce it?
It's called Sneaks. So with a Z.
Sneaks like the shoes?
Sort of like that, yeah.
All right, now, Laura, against the advice of Dr. Fauci, CDC, all the pressure, you decided not to get vaccinated. Why?
I didn't have enough information about it to make me feel comfortable. And as time went on, I began to feel less comfortable. So I decided not to.
Did your family make a different decision?
Unfortunately, they did. And it broke my heart that they did. I thought I had instilled a bit more reticence in them when it came to their maintaining their health, to be vigilant in that. And it's very hard as a parent when you spend 18 plus years protecting them, to watch them make a decision that could not only alter their lives, but your own.
I ran for governor of California, Laura, and I was at a campaign stop in an area called Palm Desert. And I went into a restaurant. It was like a Starbucks. And half the wait staff had masks on, half of them didn't. And the young lady waiting on me did not have a mask on. And I said, "What's the policy here?" She said, "Well, my boss gives us the freedom to wear a mask or not wear a mask." And she said, "I've elected not to wear a mask." I said, "Have you been vaccinated?" She said, "No." I said, "May I ask why?" She smiled. She said, "You can ask, but I don't feel like I have to provide you a reason." I chose not to.
Yeah, but that's freedom, right? And I think that's exactly what our country was founded on, is freedom of choice. And my children, and I'm sure a lot of other parents in my positions, children made their choice, but that choice still impacts us as parents, because ultimately, if something does happen to them because they made a wrong choice, we have to live with that. We're the ones left behind. And so it is frightening for so many parents, which is why I wrote about that.
What's that? The great Aldersky has in his baby brown libertarian fingers a pair of MYPILLOW, my slippers? Indeedy I do. And these come in different styles and also in different colors. Just call the number on your screen or go to MyPillow.com. Use promo code ELDER. There are over 100 products, including the Mac Daddy of them all, the MyPillow, or is that redundant? Different sizes. You've never slept on anything so comfortable. Call the number on your screen or go to MyPillow.com, promo code ELDER. And don't forget the 6-pack towel set. These are actually absorbent. They actually work. How many times have you gone to the store, seen towels that look good, feel good, but they don't work? They don't absorb. These puppies absorb. They come in different colors and also different sizes. And then there is the MyPillow Giza Dream Bedsheet. Remember, this is an area in Egypt called Giza, where the finest cotton can be found. Mike scoured the world to find the finest cotton. Went to the North Pole, went to the South Pole, but he finally found it in Giza in Egypt. Come in different sizes and different colors. Mine, of course, comes in white because I'm the black face of white supremacy, but you're not. Call the number on your screen or go to mypillow.com, promo code ELDER. And Laura, do you think that the evidence suggests that down the road, there are going to be some adverse consequences as a result of your children being vaccinated?
Well, I think the evidence that's coming out right now is verifying that the increase in death for people between the ages of 25 and 44 is significant. So where most of us have adult children in that age group, yeah, I mean, you're seeing a world right now where, up is down, down is up, rational decision making seems to be out the window for so many. They're ready to run and take something into their bodies that they have no idea what it is. I just don't understand that. You wouldn't buy a car the first year it came out. Why would you take a shot or whatever you want to call it into your body? Because you're frightened? I don't know. When someone says, run to the altar and marry me, do you do that? Or do you question the person that's sort of like trying to compel you to run to the altar without enough information?
Laura, in my own case, I've got some underlying comorbidities, and my doctor strongly suggested that I take it. But I absolutely defended the right of people to be skeptical and not to take it. I'll tell you what surprises me, even more than the pressure to take the vaccine. The way people just like lambs allowed businesses, churches, schools to be completely shut down. I remember out in California, our governor imposed the most draconian COVID prevention measures of any of the other 49 states. And I remember when the day you weren't supposed to go to work kicked in. Now, because I'm media, I was exempted from that. But I thought, Laura, that it'd be at least half of the people that would say, to hell with you, I'm going to work. To hell with you, I'm going to school. To hell with you, I'm going to church. It was like a ghost town. You could have rolled a bowling ball down the middle of the street and not hit anybody. I was shocked that people complied to that degree.
But the thing is, you're looking at, they tapped into a basic human desire to survive. And then there's fear along with that. So, and there's unknowing along with that. So initially, I could see why people were frightened. But then as time went on and you started seeing that no one around you, despite what the news was saying, people were not dropping on on the street like flies. I mean, you had to just use your eyes. And see, that's the challenge here right now in the United States, because people aren't using their basic common sense, their eyes, their ears, their minds to think for themselves, see for themselves. And those that are being ostracized for that. And it's just we're at a place right now in our nation and around the world where you have to start getting back to the basics, because the non-basics, now have to be questioned if they're in your best interest. It's not so hard, honestly.
When I ran, I was interviewed by CNN, Laura. Half-hour interview, and I was called anti-vax because I said young people are not likely to get sick. They're not likely to get really sick. They're not likely to be hospitalized, and they're certainly not likely to die. So I do not believe that young people should be forced to have a vaccine. And they ran that clip, and then the voiceover said, but that's not true. According to CDC, blah, 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 blah. Now it turns out I was right. Turns out you were right. My last question is, going forward, what advice do you have of parents who made the decision that you made, whose children made a different decision, how they should think about this, how they should handle their fear, handle their worry?
I don't think there's an answer to say other than, wait, watch. And, if you need to be the support system for your kids, obviously you will be because you're their parents. Unfortunately, our children need to learn for themselves. As much as we can teach them, there's a point where they begin to think for themselves, and which is a good thing, but you have to just hold your breath, maybe pray, and be the parent that you always wanted to be, but we all want to be for our children.
And Laura, by the way, the young lady I mentioned who said to me, you can ask, but I don't have to give you a reason. She told me her mother was a nurse, and her mother took the vaccine and advised her daughter to take it, and she still refused.
Wow. I hand it to that young woman.
Laura Wellington, thank you very much for coming on. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Larry, for having me. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
When we come back, more on the classified docs found in Joe Biden's private office. Now be sure to hit that like button, also subscribe, and scroll down and become a member of our mailing list. Why? Well, because from time to time, apparently YouTube has an issue with some of our videos. So if you want to make sure you see all of our videos, scroll down, get on our mailing list. And also hit that donate button. You may want to throw a little something in the tip jar to make sure we still give you hard-hitting, cutting-edge programming content. And go to LarryWithEpic.com, LarryWithEpic.com to find my show.